Hey, good morning. Here I am. I'm here mostly to prove TeamView Select wrong. You didn't think I was going to stream today? I got the new Xbox yesterday, and yet here I am with no Xbox. It's down in my basement hooked up to our big TV and not here on stream. So I'll have to get, maybe there'll be a day I'll bring it up here and we can play some stuff. But for today, we're going to focus on the Raffle chatbot. So this is something that we kind of built on a whim, just as a way to be able to give stuff away on this channel. You can see I've got a whole stack of devices here behind me. And as we get into it, we realize more and more that there's more functionality that we need it to be able to take advantage of. So the thing that I thought I'd solve for today is eliminating people. So that, like, if they've already won, then they shouldn't be eligible to win again. In addition, there are certain people that just want to be excluded for whatever reason. My colleagues are a good example. My mom, who's on here sometimes, also is a good example of that. And so that's what I was thinking I would do today. Is we'll record wins, so we actually record who won. We will give ourselves the ability to make someone ineligible, right, for whatever reason, so we can just check a box and they're taken out of the running. And then we obviously need the raffle to take those things into consideration as well. So let's get right into it. So there's a few things we need to do. I think I should probably start with data. So I have my data here. And you can see that I've already had this column, which I'm calling 1, which will be it's a date field, and this is the date field that I'll use when somebody actually wins. I'll just enter the current date time, whatever that happens to be, and we'll have that recorded. And so when we do our queries for a selection of people that can win, if you have your name in the 1 column, or if you have a date in the 1 column, then you would not be eligible to win. It wouldn't select you. Good morning, Jan Blank. But then we also have a checkbox, and this checkbox is going to be ineligible. And so this will be a checkbox that I can check. So if I just want to make someone ineligible, like Jan Blank, who is in this table somewhere, I think. Maybe. So like we'll make Jan Blank ineligible. So that's a good example of how we might use the ineligible column. So we have the won date, that's the time that you've actually won, and then we have ineligible, and those are the folks that are self-selecting to not be eligible. And we have an example of that with Jomo Code. So we'll take him and uncheck him as well. But then we have people that have won. Hawk 2000 is an example of a winner. I don't remember when, but we'll just say it was yesterday. And today's date is the 11th, so we'll say that this was November 10th was the win. I'll go back and figure out the actual dates because we do have those. But so that'll be our winning date. So now we have some sample data for people that should not be eligible to win. So the first thing that I want to do is save into the 1 column when you win. So let's start with that. So the first thing that I want to do is get entries for today. Let's go take a look at that, because what we do is return we just return all the records. So that's not a place I can do that. But we can do get entries for today. We get our unique entries. And this will also be nice because I don't have to I won't have to worry about excluding all this stuff. So this should actually work pretty nicely. Because I was looping through and making sure that everything in there was unique and managed and healthy, but I think we can do this without any of that. So what we really need to be able to do is, once we get our entries for today, do all that stuff, we get a unique entry, our random, and we say who it is. So what we want to do is first const updated user. W. Giorgio, good morning. Gold Zulu, good morning. This is going to have to be some kind of a weight, and then data dot set winner. And in here we're going to pass the username, which is just this random. So that's the function I want to call, and that will allow us to set a winner's thing. So let's use excuse me, this one, and we'll just save as. Maybe. What did I do wrong there? File. Why can't I save as? Isn't that weird? Shouldn't I be able to save things? Why is that all disabled? Man, do I need a Red Bull. Trust me. I know I need a Red Bull. Alright, we're going to try quitting VS Code and see what in the world is going on. That's going to kill my RaffleBot for a second, but that's okay. Open VS Code again. Okay. I don't know why I can't save files. That's fixed. Okay. So we were going to use get user by username, and we'll say file, save as, and we're going to call this setWinner.js. And this file is going to take a username, but this is going to be setWinner, and then we're actually going to be making a more real Alexa call here. So this will be setWinner. Oh my gosh, you guys haven't been seeing my screen the whole time? So sorry. There's my screen. So I'm just creating this new function called setWinner, and this setWinner is taking a username, and we're going to make a call out to update the user's data. So I have this one column. All I'm going to do is insert a date timestamp of right now, the moment they won, into this column. And then what we're going to do when we try to pull winners is, thank you for the reminder, Goldula, my apologies. What we're going to do is pull a list of people that are here that have an entry for today, but also have not won and also are not marked as ineligible, which is what the ineligible column is. So that's the plan here. So in order to set winner, let's go back to Airtable because I need their API for this. This is where Airtable's API becomes infinitely handy. We come into Chatsino. We go look at our... No, I don't want to look at Chatsino, actually. I want to look at Twitch. And in here, we have a users table. So the users table, we want to update a record. I want to update a single record object, so it'll look like this. And then we want JavaScript. So we're going to take all of this. That's a lot, but we can make it work. Because I need the stuff that's at the bottom, too. Come on. You didn't really need to put that many examples in there for me. Okay. So here, inside setWinner is where we're going to do this stuff. And so Airtable equals Airtable, var base equals this. This is going to be users. We're going to update a specific record ID, which I don't know. Ah, that's not great. I don't know their record ID when I pull this stuff out of the database because I'm a dummy. So get entries for today. This is getting me the full records. So get entries for today. These are raffle entries. So we could do this. This will help us. Now we have the whole object of the user, which includes their record ID. I can get my unique entry here, but then I'm going to need to say random.fields.username here. And this is going to have to be random is fine. Random is fine there. So we will, this is now user. And then we can do this. Keys dot API key and keys dot base data. This here will be user.field. No, it might be just user.id. I think that's okay. We're not changing the username and we're not changing the messages, so we're going to chop all of that out. What we want to update is 1. And this can be date.now. Is that right? I don't know if that'll actually work. And then do we need to return anything? Probably not, but the other times that I've done this, I've needed, didn't I need to wrap it in a, in a promise? Await new promise. Maybe I don't need that for this specific case. We'll do it anyway. So return, await, new promise. That'll let us resolve. That, and then I think I just need another one of these combos. It doesn't look entirely right, but this all needs to go like that. Okay, so that should do what I want it to do. I don't know how it'll handle this date object if I need to do any funkiness with that, but we have our set winner function, and so in here, in index, we let's look at it. We do the raffle itself, and now we're going to say I probably need a async function. So I have this set winner. Let's just see what happens. Now, to be really clear for those of you that are watching, I'm going to run the raffle, but this is not a giveaway. We will do one today, but this is not it right now. I want to get this working, and so we're going to test it here in just a minute. So I'm just going to say raffle and see what happens. This is not declaring a winner at all, even though it will say it is. Or it won't because it's not running. Let's try that again. And I broke something. Data, that's, well, yeah, I didn't add it to the index, so that's one failure on my part. So let's do that first. Const set winner equals require set winner all right, let's try it again. All right, no winners. Oh, TeamView, you didn't win. So let's take a look at our data now. And if we look at TeamView's record, it It did it. So we are now inserting a win date for a person when they win. So that's super awesome. Now the next step that we need to take is the next thing I need to do is remove that entry from what we get. So this is going to be get entries for today, and we want to say is the same day as today, but we also want to say, I think there's like a, I'm going to have to look this up. There's a Airtable formula field reference. Nope. Nope. Airtable formula field reference. That's what I want. And in here, I think there's like an, let's see, well, there's their date functions, date and time. Is there like an is empty? Date diff, is after, is before, is same. None of those. I think what I really want is just to be able to check is empty, which I think there is a thing for. I just have to find it. So, array join, search substitute. These is error. Is the word empty even in here? If, oh, okay, if date is blank. There we go. That is pretty much exactly what I want. So what we're going to say here is that going to work? I don't think I can just do that. I think I need the little 3D, and then I actually want can I do that? I don't know what I can do. Is Corey Haynes here? Oh, nice. I didn't even know you were here, Corey. All right, that wasn't an official win. I apologize. We're just doing some tests here to see how this works. Well, good morning, Corey. So that still worked. What I should look at is what did it actually bring back for me? What are the lists of... Because each time I run it, technically my list should get shorter by 1. So let's take a look at index. So that time, we should have written something out to the screen, right? Why didn't you write anything out to the screen? Oh, unique entries is right here. I just don't get to see the names. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. So if I do it again, how could W Georgia win again? That's clearly not working. This time I got 1, 2, 3, 4 entries as well. So why is get entries for today pulling stuff back that isn't oh, because I only want people that are blank, I think. so we ended up with an error that time because we didn't have any entries to bring back. I think that's what just happened. So let's clear these out and see if that doesn't change anything for us. Okay, so it is pulling from a specific list, and you can see that I've got really like to just see the values. That would be super fun if you could just show me that. Why? Why don't I remember how to do this? JavaScript array to string. Yeah, I was trying join. What? Let's see what we're doing wrong here. Object, 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 object. I don't understand why. Okay, let's do it this way. Sorry, Mr. Smoofy. We are not doing a giveaway right now. We will do one today, but not right now. We're just testing things right now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but unique. And now I don't have any entries left in the database because I've been marking them all. Okay, that seems to be getting me closer to what I want, although it's way more than I want. So when I said this, I got Mr. Smoofy, and maybe that's it. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So I have those 5 entries. Mr. Smoofy, Stream Being, Malero, W. Giorgio, Team View Select. There's 5. So if I say this time there should only be 4. Nice. Okay. This time there should only be 3. Awesome. Although, oh yeah, because I'm pulling one of those. Malero, I wish you had won. Right now we're just running a test. I know you guys are having fun with me, but I want to make sure I'm not hurting someone's feeling by letting them know they're not winning. We'll do a raffle here in a little bit, but I need to get this stuff cleaned up. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is the checkbox. And for that, I think we can do the same kind of thing in Get Entries for Today, where we're going to say ineligible percent 3D blank That way, if your ineligible column is blank, also that will eliminate you. So what I'm going to do first, because that should just do it. I think that's all I need to do. If we look at our data, I'm going to mark everyone as ineligible. And what I should end up with is the situation in which I get no data. In fact, let's do this. I'll leave Team View unselected. So he has not won and he's not ineligible. So let's try this. And Team View wins. Next time I do this, if I could type, it doesn't work because I don't have any entries. So I think this is working as expected. We can take the winners out that are not there, and we'll also make it so that everybody is eligible, and then I'm going to go through and clean up my data. Yes, make them all eligible. Now, the people that have gotten in here, let's see, Hawk 2001. Well, I don't want to eliminate them from being eligible. I need to put dates in this, so we'll just say everybody won on the 10th, and so that includes Hawk 2000. Mr. Demon Wolf. Jan Blank says she wants to be ineligible. D. Thompson Dev won most recently. Ruion's won recently. JB Nunn says he wants to be ineligible. Stream Being is a bot, ineligible. I don't need to be eligible. Jomo Code doesn't need to be eligible. Okay, so those are all set. Now we need to, well, we could go into this logic, because the thing that I'm doing this for is to get rid of this silly logic right here that is, if it's not one of these names, we don't care about that anymore. And we should also be able to do that for I don't mind logging all of Nightmare Assistant's messages. It's just going to fill up my database. I don't need it. Okay. And then the other thing is down here, I don't need this as well. Actually, well, there was another name in there. Glinkus, Startup, Oxygen Box. Let's go mark those. this is just a winner. And oxygen box. Okay. That looks better. Or was Clinkus? I'll give you a winner too. I don't remember if Glinkus won or just won it off the list, but we'll just say they won for now. All right, so we have a clean set of data now. Now I just need to make sure that I have all of this logic out. I don't even really need a lot of this logic, because now when I get raffle entries is get entries for today, but there's no opportunity for duplication there. So I think like this logic used to eliminate duplication. I don't even think we need to do that anymore. I think we can take all of this away, and we can just say for raffle entries, well, there's got to be a way to do that. I wonder if any JavaScript people here know the answer to this. I want to be able to do array.join, but I actually really only want to join one property of raffle entries. I wonder if you could do something like this. Fields.username. Probably not. I'm just trying to take the list of usernames that I have, which is one aspect of the entire array, and make a string out of them. All right, let's do that, Corey Haynes. Look at you, getting it done. Raffle entries. Yeah, raffle entries is an array. So we have .map, and then in there we have entry, which is, and then we have entry.fields.username. Just like that? You think that's probably enough? Yeah, jumping between languages can be tricky. I don't actually know if that's going to work, but we'll... I don't even think you need the return here. I think this... Let's see. It doesn't hate it. Look at that. It worked. So I got to put some @ symbols on you. Ooh, that gets trickier. All right, let's get craftier with this, Corey Haynes. So now I want to bring these back, but I also want to append an @ symbol before each one. How you like me now? Right here? I don't know why I didn't think of that, actually. That's very clear and obvious. We could even do, yeah, we'll just do that. All right. So now everybody's name should light up when you're in that list. Okay. So we have our 5 raffle entries being pulled through. So the entries piece is now back and working, and I got rid of a ton of code. Deleting code is my favorite. And now we need to do the raffle piece, which is really the same idea. We're going to get our raffle entries. We don't need any of this nonsense. We don't need any of this nonsense. Don't need that. I get a random item out of the database, or out of the array this time, so I don't even need to write them all out. And then I need to set the winner. This is going to be random, random.fields.username. All of that looks good. And then I think I've successfully gotten rid of all of the code that was manually excluding people. So let's see now. Entries. I have the 5 of you. And if I say raffle, I should get 1 of the 5 of you, or a total failure. Unique entries is not defined. Where? 36? Ah, that's just me cutting too much and not fixing it. Okay. Let's try that again. And W. Giorgio was in our list of 5, so that's pretty solid. And then if we go look at W. Giorgio's data, W. Giorgio, let's sort you guys. W. Giorgio now has been marked as a winner for today. Now that's not fair. We'll get rid of that, but I think we're good. So not only can we now we could do multiple raffles in a row. So I could do like raffle, boom, winner, because the first winner will be automatically excluded from the next raffle. This is pretty cool. Okay, so we're in position. I'm feeling good about this. I know you guys have thrown some other features back at me from time to time. What else am I missing? What am I not thinking about? Right now, if you type anything into the chat, you are automatically entered, and all of that data is captured here in messages. You can see I've already got almost 1,400 messages, thanks to all of y'all's. Now we have over 1,400 messages. But once I capture those, then I have this user object that keeps track of all of your messages. These are actually linked like a relational database, sort of. I also have, what is today? I don't know why I need that column. I don't even know why that's there. But I have this timestamp. This is the time your record has most recently been updated, and this happens when you insert another record into the messages table. So that gets automated on the fly. Then I have a 1 column, which is marking when you won, and then we have ineligible. I think there will be a point in the future, if I could keep going with this, that we would have, like, you have to wait 6 months to win or something. What are you talking about? Are you able to get the user's country from Twitch to exclude them from the raffle? No, I wish I could. I can show you what I see about a user. It's not significant. This is the information I have for you, for example, Mr. Smoofy. So I have that you're a VIP. I have your display name, which is like capitalization, how you want your name to be shown. I have some basic user ID stuff. That's really it. Man, locale would be sweet though. But no, I'm not aware of anything in there that would give me that kind of info. So, I think one of the other things that we could do, we could create a new command. So we'll call this one else if MSG is opt out. No. If messages opt out, good morning, LJ. And then this will just be a very simple, like, opt them out function. Const user equals await data dot opt out user. Client.say, and in here we're going to do target, and we'll just say at username, no. At username has been opted out of the raffle. To get back in, use the command opt in. Okay, so obviously we don't have this function built yet, but we'll have to do that next. So we'll use this as our template file, save as, and we will do this one is called opt out user. Opt out user.js. Okay, so yeah, then I just have to store more data, Mr. Smoofy. I think I want people to be able to toggle it on and off for themselves. I don't necessarily need a reason, but there are people that have told me that they would prefer not to be entered, and so I can just say, oh, just type opt out and you're out, and then if you change your mind later, another day, whatever, because you're opted out forever until you opt back in, you control that. You as the user control whether or not you're in or out. So we need to, we have opt-out user, so let's create that function, opt-out user. We're going to pass in our, but really we're just passing in the username. That's all I really know about them at that point. So let's call this username, because that's the value we have up here. And so opt-out user is the function we're calling. We're just passing in a username. So let's call this username. And then in here, oh, I'm gonna need their record ID. Do I? I don't actually gather that, do I? It'd be really awesome if I did. So what do I do in here? Get user by username when a message comes in. I get the user by username. Okay. Oh, everything hurts. So first stop. This is going to be user. Now it's going to be user list because it'll be an array, and then user will be user list 0. So is there a situation in which, oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe I just add another column to my data, right? So in here I could have another column that is a checkbox that is permablock. Nobody has that now. Hopefully no one will ever need it. And then all I have to do in my selection criteria for get entries for today, I can also say permablock %3d blank. Now I have my own way to lock you out, even if you decide you want to opt yourself in and out. If I decide somebody's out, I can just go in and permablock them. Now I'll have to do that in the database, or I'll build myself my own command, but for now, at least I have a manual way to kick someone out forever. Not that that should really ever be necessary, but people tend to be awful sometimes. So this is called opt-out user. Good morning, Katal. Const opt-out user equals require opt-out user. How about there? Okay. And then we just need the rest of this to finish. So this needs to be opt-out user. Nope. Okay. And then in here, now I am actually passing my user, so I can use that. I'm going to update user ID. I'm going to set this to be ineligible. Oh no, I have another thing I don't know. No, I think I do know this. It can be exclamation point user.fields.ineligible. That's not going to work either. I want that to work. That's how it should work in most things. But I'm caught in a weird world where the way that Airtable returns data to you, they don't return you columns that are empty. And technically, the checkbox false state is empty. It's not technically, I mean, it is true and false, but it's technically empty, non-existent, or true. So I can't just invert the eligible Boolean. We've got to check it and set it manually. Yeah, undefined means it's not there. It's not passing undefined back. It's saying that value doesn't exist. If this exists, then I want let eligible state equal true. If it's ineligible, eligible state equals false. So if it exists, that means it was true. So this means here I should be able to say eligible. Dennis Straub, thank you for the raid today. State, eligible state. I think that'll work. So we have opt-out user. We pass in a user. We call out to the database. We check their eligibility state. We then flip it and update the database and resolve the record. So when we get out here, this should work. Opt out. Okay, it definitely didn't work, but there's also an error. Cannot read property ineligible of undefined. Sorry, what? You're talking about in the file opt-out user. What did I call the column? Ineligible. User.fields.ineligible. Well, let's think about this. When I call the function, actually, I don't even need to do this. The flippy floppy. This is opt-out user. This isn't opt-in user. I can make them separate functions. Opting out will always be false. Let's do it that way instead. So still an error. That's okay. Cannot read property of undefined at new record. So I have this user that I'm passing in. Am I not getting a user? Get user by username. user list. Well, that's weird. How did that just happen? So I'm passing in user list 0. So when we get here, let's look at what it looks like here. Although it did just work, so I don't know. I don't actually know what the issue is, because a comment should certainly not change the functionality of your application. Now, we got to look at our data to make sure that's actually being updated. If I look at Jeff Blankenberg, I am not opted out. So let me check that box again. And it got updated. Sweet. Okay, so now we need to do the opt-in function, which is mostly the same thing. So we'll take this. Opt-in user. Okay. So now we want to call opt-in user. So we're just going to take this whole thing, save it as opt-in user.js. Add that to our list. Opt-in user. Opt-in user. Okay, and then opt-in user should set this to true. So what we should be able to see now is that if I say opt-in, opt-in, and I can see that I'm doing this the wrong way. When you opt out, that's when I check the box. So I actually have my logic flipped. And then opt out user should set this to true. Too many negatories. Opt out. Entries. Opt in. Entries. Yeah, sweet. So I show up when I opt in and I don't show up when I opt out. Okay, so people now have the control to opt themselves in or out. Awesome. That was relatively painless. Now we just need to what's the right way? I mean, I have all the logic here. I guess I could do it pretty easy. So everybody should, by default, you're opted in. So you guys don't need to opt yourselves in. But if you opt yourselves out, that will update your little checkbox here, as we just saw Corey's opt in and opt out. So there you go. You can watch the little box update. I think Corey's enjoying watching that little checkbox light up. All right, so we're now in a situation where I think we have a pretty decent Raffle chatbot. Not anything I ever thought I'd be building, but here we are. So let's see. Do I still have my list of ineligibles in here? I need to make myself ineligible. Look at that. Jan Blank, JB Nunn, Jeff Blankenberg, Jomo Code, all alphabetically together. Okay, so should we do a real raffle? Like a for real one? So let's check. Is there anybody that's not in the entries list that would like, that feels like they should be in the entries list? This should only be a reflection of those people that have been here today and participated in the chat. All you have to do is post a message in chat and you are automatically entered into the raffle. Is there anyone that's not there that expects to be? All right. Should we, I mean, it's 11:11 today. Should we give 2 away? Should we do 2? Just so we can try it out. All right, here, we'll do the first one right away. Here we go. Raffle. In 3, 2, 1. LJ is our winner. LJ, congratulations. You just won yourself an Echo Dot. That's super cool. So LJ has won. We should check and make sure that our data is getting updated properly. LJ is down here in the L's. LJ has been updated. He now has a win attached to his record. LJ, what I need from you, and you could, if you could just tell us in the chat, are you based in the United States? That's my first question. And second question is, can you send me your mailing address, and I'll drop it in the mail today. How about that? I don't even know if LJ's still here. So congratulations to LJ. We could do 2 though. We could do 2. So keep your raffle fingers ready. Let's. Oh, I just typed someplace I shouldn't have typed. Well, we'll figure it out. LJ will figure it out. Maybe he's busy, or who knows. I could reach out to him afterward. All right, I think it's time. Let's do a second winner today, and our second winner is Dennis Straub. Welcome to the show, Dennis, and here you are, winning an Echo Dot. Now, I think you're an AWS guy, right? Your name would suggest that. If you don't want this, I can pitch it back into the pile for other people. But you are technically as eligible as anyone else. What are your thoughts on that? Did we lose Dennis also? I can reach out to them directly. No responses from either of our winners. That's anticlimactic for me. I want to see people get all excited, but that's okay. They were here. We have a way to get a hold of them. We'll figure it out. Well, the good news, without getting booish, is those people are now. Oh, Dennis, there you go. So congratulations. I was saying, I think you work at AWS. If you want to pitch it back into the pile for other people, you can. You are also very eligible to win. So I don't want to take it away from you. If you would like a device, you're welcome to the device. I have plenty more. And every time somebody wins, those of you in the crowd, every time somebody wins, they're eliminated from contention, so they can't win again, and that means that the odds are growing in your favor. All right, Dennis says he's going to pitch it back. Perfect. Thank you, Dennis. That's very kind. So now I gotta run the raffle again. We got a third winner coming up. Are you guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Corey Haynes is our winner. He thanked the director and his family, and then he was a winner, which makes sense. He helped solve a specific problem in the code today, and I think that's a deserving win. So, congratulations to you, Corey. What color do you want? That's the real serious question. I'm pushing this color on everybody. This is the like burgundy-ish, reddish color. And otherwise, I have white, gray, or black. And I'll find my boxes somewhere. The burgundy, yeah, we're gonna get you on the burgundy train. All right, I have my box. I don't have any tape in here, but we're gonna pretend like I'm putting your device in the box. And I'll have to. Ooh, I will sign the box. I will sign the box. I'll sign a piece of paper with my autograph on it. You can frame it if you really want that, Catal. Oh, LJ is here. Awesome. Draw you a picture of a cat. How about if I have my daughter draw you a picture of a cat hanging out with Baby Yoda? How would that work for you? My daughter is a far more talented artist than I am, so I'll hit her up for a drawing of a cat hanging out with Baby Yoda. That seems like a thing. Okay, so with that, it is 11 a.m. I've got to wrap things up here this morning, but we made some good progress. We now have a real RaffleBot that does some cool things. So thank you guys all for hanging out today. I'll be back again tomorrow and Friday, and you never know, maybe we'll give another one away. So thank you guys all so much. I'll see you soon.